What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. I just realized that this truck's still sitting here. I don't think we ever sold it after the last episode, or not sold it, but actually returned it to its owner. So it's been sitting in the garage for about a week now, and I'm sure he's super pissed about it. Thank God we don't have a waiting room locally here. So let's go ahead and get rid of this truck, and then we'll start our episode. Okay, good. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. We've got, do we have anything that will give us extra XP? Because that's kind of what we're looking for. We don't. The Luxor Bowen is the next story mission. This is a nice, looks like a nice 50s, 60s model. Actually, it's probably around 70s, isn't it? Somewhere early 70s model, late 70s model, Cadillac looking thing. I don't know. Hello, it's time to renew the registration on this car, and that means passing inspection. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just need it to pass. Please take a look at it and see what you can do. Thank you. Well, I don't know what your name is, but I'll do the best that I can. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that. It is a rust bucket for sure. Jeez, dude, come on. You gotta take a little better. I mean, even the rocker panels are rusted out all the way around. Everything's rusted out. Look at that thing. Scratched all up. This looks like a pimp's ride, to be honest. Alright, let's go ahead and move this thing over here to car lifter A. And get to looking at everything. Jeez, it's in terrible, terrible shape. This guy should be ashamed of himself. Okay, that was a phone. I didn't know what that was there for a minute. All right, let's look and see what we need here. Oh, it needs a slew of work. Everything has to be repaired with 100%. Change oil and drain. So this is basically probably going to be a little bit of everything. All right, let's go ahead and take it. First thing we're going to do, we're going to take it to test path. Cannot start engine. Go free configure. Alright, well, I guess we're going to go ahead and pull the motor out and replace everything we need to replace there. Let's go ahead and get to work in here. It's going to take quite a while. Brake servo's in terrible condition. Air filter is also in bad condition. Everything's in bad condition. Okay, this guy basically needs a brand new engine. Let's just go ahead and be honest here. It looks like pure trash. We're just going to take it all apart. I'm basically just going to remove the entire motor, I think. Before we go any further with that, let's go ahead and get the car up in the air real quick and drain the oil. I'm thinking that most of our stuff, probably going to have some suspension parts need to replace too, but most of it's probably going to be engine, maybe. Let's go ahead and move you to car lifter A, and go ahead and get this oil drained. And the oil actually was a good clean color. I need to get this engine out of here. How do I do that? I can't remember. Okay, we can't do that yet. Where is pistons? That's right. Let's get these pistons out of this thing so I can remove this crank real quick. And I'll get this engine out of here, and we'll have somewhere to put the old engine at. This engine can just be sold. I don't know why I haven't done this yet. It's just been kind of sitting here in the shop for a while. Alright, get that crankshaft out, and now, can we remove this engine? Probably could have just done it this way to begin with. Take engine off from crate. Yes, let's do that. Okay, good. Alright, so that's done. Do we have anything under here we need to get involved in? I don't think we do yet. Move this back. Lower the lift. And we'll start again working on it. Oh, nope, don't go back up. That is not what I wanted you to do. Come back down. Thank you. Alright, next, valve covers. The valve covers look bad, but they don't look absolutely terrible like the rest of it. 50%, that's not too bad. Rockers. Rockers. Let's take those rockers off. They look, okay, most of them. This one right here doesn't. This one looks pretty bad. How does an engine get so much rust in it where oil is supposed to be? This guy must have had like a blown head gasket or something, because I mean there's rust everywhere. Of course, now we got all the push rods we've got to get out as well. Oops. Yeah. Very tedious work here when you're working on the heads of these old V8s. most newer engines, you know, have cams. These V8s have cams centered around here in the middle. Most newer engines are overhead cams, and the cam's up here on top of the head. And you don't have to worry about push rods and stuff like that. You just have your cam up here, and it kind of just pushes the valves down itself. Or some of them will have like a little thing. Well, actually, you know, we've seen that before in this game. Have like a little rod there that kind of helps control the valves and all that. Look at this motor. This thing is so bad. Alright, get to the other side here. Apologize, very tedious, I know. Probably not the most exciting thing to watch. It seems like Lady Annabelle is singing on the radio. And the push rods. And people still calling the phone. Leave me alone. I know I'm like the best garage in town. But I really don't have time to take every single order. I've got to take only the important ones. You understand? The ones that make me the money. That's what I'm after. Spark plugs. How are the spark plugs? 18%. 12%. Oops. Get on there. There we go. And take that off of there. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to change this radio station because these are actual real songs, which I'm actually surprised. I wonder if they're, if maybe they're not licensed because they're so old. Just like we had Amazing Grace last episode playing on the radio. This episode we've got Flight of the Bumblebees or something. I don't know. Let's see. Everything is just in terrible shape. Let's go ahead and get this fan off of here. If I can get down here where I can actually see it. See here, so if I can. Well, you know what? Let's get the radiator out first so I can actually see what I'm doing. Here we go. That's much better. Much better. Okay, so belts. Serpentine belt. This everything. Oh, dude, come on. You said you didn't need it all fixed. You just wanted to pass inspection, but this car literally needs every single part in the engine bay. Everything. Like, I don't know. I don't understand. Everything's bad. Look at it. It's going to be a brand new engine when we're done. Where's the option where I can just buy a crate engine, you know? Or a short block assembly or something like that. Or a long block assembly even. So I can just go ahead and get a brand new engine with everything already attached. And just throw it on here. That's what I need. Because this is ridiculous. Alright. Let's go ahead and take out. I have to do that from under the car, of course. Okay, so it's time to go under the car now. So we'll go ahead and do that, get under there and take the rest of the motor apart from under the car. And we'll put the motor on the lift over there when we get done. Let's see, drive shaft got to come out first. And the other side. Even the rear end looks bad. I think this car, it almost looks like the entire thing's going to have to be completely redone. This transmission off of here. Oh, by the way, there was an update that came out. I think, let's see, I'm looking at it right now. It came out back in April the 26th, so about a month ago. And it added custom gears to the engine, so now you can buy transmissions. And you can actually change the gear ratios in them, which is pretty cool. I don't know how much we'll be doing that. We might, if we ever try to make something really fast on the drag strip, maybe we'll kind of look at it. I'm not very good at setting ratios and stuff like that. I used to be able to do it back... those of you who play sim racing games and stuff probably remember NASCAR Racing 2003. You could adjust gear ratios in that game, back when NASCAR still let you do that. I'm not even sure if they still let you do that or not. But, I used to adjust ratios in that when I played online with people. And, I could make them pretty fast. But it's been so long ago, I don't know if I can do it now, to be honest. Go ahead and get these bearing caps out of here, because we're just going to take, like I said, the entire engine off. I probably should have just pulled the motor out and undid all this stuff on the actual engine stand. I didn't even think about that. That's fine, though. We can do it this way. It ain't no big deal. Should be another bearing cap somewhere. There it is. I think there's one in the middle, too, that we hadn't got to. Should be one right. Where's it at? Maybe not. Only 2. If that's the case, that's kind of weird. Should be definitely more than 2. Alright, we can go ahead and take these pistons out now, I think. Let's get the car back down on the ground here. Alright, get them things out of there. Looks like maybe a couple of them might, well... Nope, that's not out completely. Must have missed those back too. I did. No worries. Alright, those are out. Alright, car back up in the air. We'll get those last 2, what are they called? If I can actually see what I'm doing here. Lord have mercy. There we go. Rod caps. For whatever reason, I could not remember the name of them things. Alright. There we go. Nice. Okay. And then now we got to get the other 2 pistons out, and I think the engine should come on out after that. And I have got to get this stuff off the radio because it's driving me crazy. And one more. There we go. Alright, hold on just a second. I will be right back. There we go. Mixer room. That's what we need. Alright, can we go ahead and get this engine out of here? What are we missing? Crankshaft's got to come out. Shouldn't have to, but I guess it does. Accessible from underneath the car. Of course it is. Alright, let's go ahead and pull this out of here. And the oil filter. Okay, that should be it. Now, the engine should come on out, I believe. So let's go ahead and get the engine out. Nice. Alright, we'll go ahead and put the engine on the engine stand. Add engine, where is that? Add engine, here we go. No? 4x4, is that what we... No, because that's a double overhead cam. We don't want a double overhead cam engine. We want... So where is my other engine at? Well, that's strange. I need to sell that double overhead cam engine. I wonder if I can... Actually, you know what? Let's go into inventory here. Can we search for parts? We're going to sell this. I don't want that. That's crap. Where is our other engine at? I guess we technically can't build it anyways just because we have to replace with 100% parts, don't we? I mean, maybe... Condition. We should see it here somewhere. Keep your eyes open, help me look. It may be yellow. Where is it at? Alright, there it is. Engine block V8 overhead valve. Yeah, that's it. So why can I not put it here on this, on the engine stand? Huh, I don't know why. Well, I think the engine's okay. Let's look and see what we found here. Lots of things. Do we need to replace the engine itself? That's the question. I don't see the engine on here. So it doesn't look like we actually need to replace the engine itself. So let's go ahead and pop that engine back in. You know what? Before we do that, we've got all this extra room to work with, so let's go ahead and at least get the car up in the air and kind of look at the suspension parts that we need. And kind of get ready to at least look to see what we need to get on here. We may need tires as well. That didn't tell us. Let's see. We can kind of look at most of the stuff like this. We'll just kind of inspect it just like that, yeah. See, calipers look good. Most of this stuff looks pretty good, actually, surprisingly. Tie rod ends all look good. Man, it would help so much. We can't look at that unless we actually take it off the car. But I think even that looked okay. Let's see. Cross member looks good. What about these bushings? We can't examine them unless they're on the car as well. Same with that. We can examine them from right here. Those bushings, we can kind of take those off pretty easy. So that's not a big deal, really. And then we'll examine this side as well. Probably really should have put this thing on the test path, like built the engine, then just ran across the test path, but we can do it this way. It just takes a little bit longer. What else do we have here? There we go. Got some stuff in here to look at. Wheel hub and hubcap, and I think the only thing we can see the wheel bearing. Good. Can we see the wheel bearing from the other side? We can. Very nice. Okay, everything in the front looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and check the back out. I think this is where our problem is going to be, mostly. And again, these tires may need to be fixed as well. I'll check the, we need to take this off. That needs replaced. I'll check the wear on them here in a second. Ooh, that's pretty rough there as well. Let's go ahead and take these brake shoes off so we can kind of get in here and see what we're working with. Take that off of there. Okay. Oh, axle's bad. Axle's bad. What about these leaf springs? Yep, they're bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh yeah. Yep. That's where our problem is going to be, guys. Pretty obvious we're going to have issues with the leaf springs and the axle. You know, in Arkansas and other states as well, I think Florida maybe, you don't even have to have a car inspection. And I wish it was like that here, although the bad thing about it is when I went to Arkansas, not mandating car inspections, there was some junk driving around, let me tell you. My wife's from Arkansas, by the way, in case anyone was wondering what I would be doing in Arkansas. So yeah, she's from Arkansas, from a town called Clarendon, which is, I think, not too, maybe an hour south of Little Rock, I think. I'm not really sure. It's nice there, man. There's just literally nothing going on. I mean, nothing. It's dead. Like, you know, that needs replaced too. All right, so should we go ahead and take off all this stuff and get the axle out? I think we might as well while we're kind of messing around with this. The town that she was born in, you know, economy isn't great there, at least in that town, and it really hit that place hard. I think there was like one store there, like a little mini mart, and that was about it. And a bunch of rundown houses that no one lives in anymore, and it's just it's sad, really. I always see these old houses. You know, I go walking out in the woods a lot, and I'm a real big fan of history, anything old. And I go walking around the woods a lot. I metal detect as a hobby sometimes, just because I like finding old coins and stuff like that. But I see these old houses out in the woods, and they're way, way out in the woods. And you always think, you know, or at least I do, you know, 150 years ago, someone was building this old house, and they had a family, and they took, you know, so much pride into the house, and it was, you know, it was their baby, you know. I mean, they put so much hard work, especially back then. I mean, because everybody pretty much built their own houses, or at least they had, you know, they had family help them, but, you know, there was no contractors back then. Everybody just kind of done their own thing. And, you know, somebody worked really hard for them old house, you know, to build that old house and have their family live in it and everything. And then you just see it there rotting away to nothing. I'll go ahead and take these off, but I think they're okay. Yeah, they're okay. You just see it rotting away to nothing, and it's just really sad, I think, you know. Really sad to see. Can we get this other one? We can. So that was a little bit of a waste of time, but that's okay. Alright, so let's start back here. Let's see, have we inspected everything? I bet we've probably still got a few things. Oh no, that looks like it. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and start back here and rebuild the back end. Why can I not? Let's get out of this real quick. There we go. Leaf spring. Okay, we don't have one of those. Leaf spring rear drive axle. So that's one thing we got to buy. We'll go here to leaf spring rear drive axle. Come on, open up. We must be using AOL. Suspension, yeah. Leaf spring rear drive axle. That should be down here in the L's somewhere. There it is. Let's go ahead and buy. Let's go ahead and buy like 5 of these because we're probably gonna need them later on in the future at some point. We've got like 157 grand. We've got plenty of money. So we'll go ahead and install this. Nice. Look at that. Brand new rear shock absorber B. We've got a few of those. We'll install that, and one for the other side as well. Oh man, this thing is gonna ride like the Cadillac that it is. New leaf spring here and some new bushings in there. There's no point in not replacing these ever. Anytime you're replacing suspension parts, bushings are cheap. We need rear axle knuckle housings. Rear axle knuckle housing. So that's going to be down here somewhere. Rear axle knuckle housing. I believe it was B, right? Go ahead and buy 4 of those. Like I was saying, you know, anytime you're replacing suspension parts, if the bushings don't come with the part you're replacing, you want to go ahead and buy that and get that replaced too, because they're very inexpensive, and new bushings can make a world of difference. Wheel hub number 4. How do we not have this stuff? We've been buying up literally everything that Napa has. Let's see, wheel hub number 4. We'll buy 10 of those. It's again something that we use quite often. Okay. Solid rear drive axle, I think. Was that bad? That may actually not be bad. It doesn't look like it was. So let's put the old ones back in. What else we got here? Don't think the drum wheel cylinder was bad either. So we'll put that back in. Basically, the only thing we have to replace is what's red. These brake shoes were in good shape. The brake drum, though, was bad. So we'll put a new brake drum on there. Wheels and tires, told you. So at least 2 of them. We got rim Bowen. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and unmount those real quick. We'll start doing that now. Wait a minute. There we go. I was kind of turned around there. Let's go ahead and start getting these things unmounted. At least the ones that are in red. And then you start on the other side over here. Alright, the leaf spring on this side needs to go in. There we go. Bushings. But yeah, bushings make a big difference in the way the car handles and feels. And when they're soft, when they're new and soft, parts don't. When the parts move, they have more spring. You know, they don't kind of hit together so hard. If that makes any sense. So, always a good idea to replace those. Wheel cylinder. Use the old one. Rear drive axle. Use the old one. Brake shoes, use the old ones. Brake drum, put a new one on there. And of course the wheel we don't worry about. Now we do have these parts down here we have to replace. The spring plates, those all need to be new. And the U-bolts. So let's go ahead and get those put in. Man, the car looks so much better when we have the new stuff. And over here as well. New leaf springs and new U-bolts all the way around. Thank goodness it seems like the front suspension is in pretty good shape. Okay, that's that. Alright, let's go take this off the thing. The tire changer, and pull apart the next one here. And let's see, let's go ahead and see what kind of, is it rim bowling do we need to buy here? Let's go ahead and pull this one off. Let's go to inventory. Let's see, actually let's go here. We need rim Bowen 15 inch rim Bowen. We need 2 of those. 15 inch rim Bowen. Let's go back here. Rims. Ramboing. There it is. 2 of those. 15 with an ET of 0. Alright, and what kind of tire did we have? Let's see, let's go to this one. Vintage tire wall A. It doesn't tell us the size. Let's look at our inventory. Vintage tire wall A, 205 9015s. Alright, vintage tire wall A, 205 9015s. Let's find that. Vintage tire wall A, 205 9015s. 2 of them. 15s. 205 90. And there we go. That should be right. Let's go ahead and get those installed, or at least started here. Yes, I do. And have to balance that sucker as well. I almost forgot about that. Alright, let's get you off of there. Put you on the balancer. And the next one here. Look at them babies shine. Beautiful. Come on now, you take a while. I guess we can go ahead and install this rim back here on this one while we wait. So should I think the new one should be on the front, right? There we go. That was like complete wrong way of doing that, but that's okay. Let's get that off of there and go ahead and whoops, nope. Go ahead and balance this other one out. Put you right here. Try to keep it the right way. There we go. And then we'll have one more, and it should be done here in just a second. Come on now. There we go. Nice. Alright, grab that off of there, and we can go ahead and install those on the front, but we're going to wait just a little bit, because I want to wait and make sure. That says yellow, but I swear that looks terrible right there. I don't know about that. I want to check this real fast. We did get a lot of that replaced. Rim bowing, yeah, that's good. Battery, timing cover, timing chain. Rim bowing, tire wall. Actually, you know, we may need to replace the rest of those. Rocker arms, manifold, spark plugs, distributors, serpentine radiator. Okay. Yeah, I think we're okay here. Alright, let's go ahead and get this motor put back in here. It's not in that bad a shape. So we're going to go ahead and drop it back in, since we've already checked everything. Yep, and then let's go ahead, while we're here, let's start working on this stuff here. Okay, we got radiator C. Do we have one of those? We do not. Let's buy us a radiator C. Back out of the tire shop here and go back to up parts. Radiator C. All radiator C. Radiator. Probably spelled that wrong because I can't spell worth a crap. I didn't. There you go. We'll just buy one. I don't think we need another one. Radiator fan. Probably gonna need a fan too, huh? Eventually. Alright, where is radiator C? There we go. Drop that in there. Probably should have waited, but that's okay. Fuel filter. Need one of those. Ignition coil B. Okay, that's actually good, it looks like. Let's see. Camshaft. It looks like it's in good shape. And the crankshaft, we have to do from under the car. Timing gear. Timing gear's bad. I'll pull this radiator back out for now, just so I can see what I'm doing. Timing gear's bad. Get out of the way, radiator. Come on. What about the distributor? Distributor's bad. Ignition distributor and timing gear. V8 overhead valve. Alright, timing gear. Nope. Maybe, but not yet. Timing gear V8 overhead valve. Where are you? I don't see it. That was what it was called, right? Move radiator. Cam gear. Not timing gear. Cam gear. Cam gear V8 overhead valve. Okay, makes sense. Cam gear V8. Nope. Cam gear V8 overhead valve. There we go. Let's go ahead and buy 4 of those. And ignition distributor. Ignition distributor right here. I'll go ahead and buy 4 of those as well. Oops. Just 4. We may need the rotor, I'm not sure. Probably will. We'll go ahead and install that here. And how does this rotor look? Yeah, rotor's bad too. Should have known. Go ahead and put this cam gear on here. And okay, let's go ahead and get a rotor for that. Should be right here. Easy, easy peasy. And pop that on there. Now, is the cap gonna be any good? Yes, the cap. Oh no, it's not. But we have caps. That's awesome. Good deal. All right, so that's back in place. So let's go ahead and get us a crank put in underneath the car. And a new oil filter. Let's see. Crank's in decent shape. Not great, but decent. Flywheel is in decent shape. We can go ahead and get that on there. Clutch plate. It works. Most of this stuff here is okay. And, so actually, we really didn't have to take all this stuff off, but that's fine. Better be safe than sorry, I guess. And when you take it off, it automatically checks it. Gearbox, yeah, gearbox was good. And drive shaft is also good. So we'll go ahead and throw that back on there. She's coming back together slowly but surely. Okay. Starter. How's that starter look? Starter looks good. Go ahead and bolt that back on. Battery. We need a battery for sure. Let's see. What else can we need to do? Oil filter. We need an oil filter put in. There we go. Brand new oil filter. Okay, so now we should be able to start working on... Nope. Whoa, what am I doing? Continue. Jeez, no. Absolutely not. Should be able to start working on the pistons. I think we'll probably need all new pistons. Let's drop the car back down because we got to get that from the top. And just check our inventory real fast. Yeah, pistons are bad, so let's order 8 pistons with cone rod. And go ahead and order them piston caps as well. We might have some pistons in stock already, though. Let's see. We've got a few. We don't have as many as we need, but we'll go ahead and install what we got. There's a piston. There's a piston. Here's a piston. Everybody gets a piston. There you go. And we don't have any more. The rest of them are in bad shape. All right, piston with cone rod. Probably. Yeah, that's overhead valve. Well, no. Actually, I don't know. I don't know which one we need because we do have an overhead valve car. Let's see. I think it's the regular piston with the cone rod. It almost always is. Are those pistons good enough shape that we could have just kept them in there? I guess maybe they were because it's not telling us we need to buy any more. Well, if that's the case, then we're taking these back out because there's no point in using them if we don't need them or if we don't need to. I'm telling you, those old pistons looked in bad shape, but maybe not. Nope, nope, no. We want to use the old rings. Jeez, quit. All right, yellow. Yellow, there we go. Like a kid, I gotta match colors up. My goodness. We just put all these old ones back in here. So this motor actually wasn't... The guts of it was okay, it looks like. It was just mostly like outside things. That's fine. I mean, we've... You know... If I'd have thought about it, what I should have done was go ahead and test everything before I started yanking it all apart. So that's kind of my bad, I guess. That's why we have those testers, so we can actually, you know, use them. Well, it has been a while since I've played. You know, it's I mean, I played last week, but it's been a while before that, so it's going to be a bit of a learning experience again. There we go. Alright, all those are back in. Let's go ahead and put the head back on. The head looked like it was in good shape. Yeah, it actually was. So most everything was in good shape here, it looks like. Here and here. And we'll go ahead and get the other side on as well. And we'll just do these out of order because, you know, why not? Alright, let's get the exhaust back on. Oh. I think the exhaust is probably okay. Yeah, exhaust looks okay. And here I thought we were going to put a brand new engine in this thing, and we're ended up putting all the old parts back on. Now the spark plugs I do believe were bad. At least most of them. One of them we needed to replace, but I'm not sure which one it was. The only way I can tell... Well, you know what? We'll just put brand new ones all the way across. Intake manifold... Yeah, that was bad, so we'll put a new one of those on here. And the carburetor I think was bad too. It was. Let's go ahead and get us a carburetor, 4-barrel carburetor. Spelled it wrong. Carburetor. Should be right here somewhere, right? Carburetor, 4-barrel carb, which should be there it is. Nope, that's not it. This one. Go ahead and get that and pop it on the top there. Awesome. Round air filter base. Battery needs to be replaced. Put a new battery in there, 100%. It didn't have a battery at all, actually, which is probably why I wouldn't start to begin with. Alright, what about... Let's see, we need to order him spark plugs. So let's go ahead and order a whole bunch of spark plugs. 8 of them, at least. Get that out of the way. Whoops. Spark plugs. Alright, let's get 8 of those. Probably should have went ahead and ordered some rocker arms, but I think we have some of those already in stock. Alright. Pop these in here. And other side. Close up. Look how pitted up the side of this motor is, where all the rust has got to it so bad. Alright, now what about these here? How are these push rods? Looks like most of them's in decent shape. I don't see any red ones, so I think we're okay. So we should be able to use all those again. I'll have 16 of those total, 2 per valve. Or 1 per valve, and then there's 16 valves. 8 intake and 8 exhaust. And then rocker arms. Now rocker arms, I know we have at least one that's bad. The only way I know how to figure that out is to highlight it here and here. And here's one here. Let's go ahead and highlight those. Oh, here's actually they all might be bad the way it looks. No, they're not all bad, just most of them. But I mean, they're all bad enough that we might as well just replace all of them, it looks like. Looks like all those over there are bad. These look okay, so we'll go ahead and put the old ones here. And we, you know, we want to do the right thing, but at the same time, we are a business. I mean, we have to. Oh, that's one of the bad ones. Did not notice that. Okay, we'll leave that one out. Go ahead and replace this one. But yeah, I mean, we're a business, so you know, we're in the. You know what? Look, get over here where I can see what I'm doing, car. My goodness. Oh, I see. So the blue goes away whenever you hover over it. Alright. That makes sense. Let's go ahead and pull this one off then. Accessible from engine bay. Where the heck do you think I am? Am I not in the engine bay? Alright, anything else here that I've accidentally put on and doesn't need to be on there? Okay, we can put these 3 on down here. This one here. And then the next one. Alright, other side. All of them except for the first two. So let's go ahead and get that. Yeah, that's engine head. I didn't realize that. I guess I need to put these push rods in first, don't I? That would help. I was trying to figure out why the rocker arms wouldn't go on there, but yeah, they're not going to go on with the push rods on. Be kind of hard to get the engine to run properly without those. So if you don't know what push rods are, I can explain that real fast. The push rods, when the rockers push down the push rods, it shoots oil up through the push rods, and then oil gets on the rockers here and on the springs and all that, and keeps them oiled down real good. That's kind of basically what they do, because the oil puddles up down in the inside the motor down there, and then the rocker arms just kind of acts as a little elevator for the oil to come up. All right, come on, get on there. Oh, we don't have any more left. Okay, let's just go ahead and buy some and put all new ones everywhere else. All right, rocker. Yep. We'll buy 10 of them. It's always good to have a few extras just in case. And we'll go ahead and pop them on there. Brand new ones. Just a handful more. And one here. One here. Come on, get in there now. And one here. Alright, so those all should be fixed now. Great. Now, let's go ahead and get these engine head covers on. And both of those look good. We got a new one here and an old one. They actually came with a new one, surprisingly. Let's just go ahead and put him 2 new ones on. Why not? Make this thing, you know, look kind of nice. And we're not a charity, but we don't mind helping people out sometimes. The ignition wires are in good shape. Let's see, the round air filter base. I don't know why I can't say that. Round air filter base. We need one of those. Let's see. Round air filter base. I think this was, no, it's 1 carb, not 2 carb. This one. Just buy one of those. I don't think we see those very often. Good. Nope, that's the wrong one. Crap. Well, we got an extra one now. Must be this one. Pop that on there. Air filter. We got some of those. And air filter cover. We got one of those. Nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this brake servo replaced. We need one of those real quick. Go ahead and buy a few. Brakes. Brake servo. Where are you at, brake servo? There it is. Let's go ahead and buy 5 of those. Pop that on there. Put the radiator. Actually, we got to do the timing stuff. Let's see, the timing chain. I think we got a new one of them in stock already. Timing chain cover. We need that. Should have bought one when we were there earlier, huh? Timing chain cover here. Alright, we'll go ahead and throw that in there real quick. We're almost done, guys. I think. Okay. What else? We've got water pump here. Let's go ahead and get that put on. Water pump for V8. Need some of those. Water pump for a V8 overhead valve. Where is it? There it is. Let's go ahead and buy like 4 or 5 of these. and install that. Camshaft pulley is bad. Jeez, all this stuff's bad. Camshaft pulley. Spell it wrong? Probably did. Can't spell worth a crap. Camshaft. There we go. Alright, where's the camshaft pulley at? I don't see it here anywhere. Was it crank? It must be crankshaft pulley. Crankshaft pulley for a V8 overhead valve. It's gotta be this one. Gotta be. Alright, that's on there. Very nice. Water pump pulley is bad too. What else is bad? Anything? What about the power steering pump? Power steering pump's good. We may have to replace that because that wasn't a part that was completely repaired. Water pump pulley. Okay. Water pump pulley down here. Get that on there. And should be. So we got serpentine belts. Serpentine belt B. It's bad. And there should be another one over here. Serpentine belt B, overhead valve. I guess we gotta do one at a time. Serpentine belt B. Serpentine. Nope, you can't spell that right either. Serpentine belt B. Let's go down here. Where's it at? Where's it at? Down here near the bottom. Serpentine belt B. For overhead valve V8. Right here. Go ahead and buy 4 of those. And then I think we got one more belt we'll have to replace as well, probably. Right here. Yep. Nice. Should be another belt here somewhere. Alternator. God, we gotta buy an alternator too. Jeez, man, come on. You've really neglected your car. Alternator. Okay, that should be that one. Nope. This new alternator on for you. And the serpentine belt A. Yeah, I figured we kind of need that too. Alright, let's go ahead and go down here. Serpentine belt A. Okay. It's not letting me. There it goes. For a V8 overhead valve. Oh boy, I think it's this one. Go ahead and buy 4 just in case, or 5, whatever. Nice. Now the fan, radiator fan. Okay, we got a new one. Awesome. Okay, so now radiator goes in, and I think that'll about do it. Let's check. Okay, we need to replace. We got one rocker arm that needs replaced. Great. Fuel pump. Power steering pump. Okay, tires need to go on, of course. Go ahead and do that real quick. So we have some parts that didn't get fixed properly, but that won't be no big deal. Nice. Look at them things shine. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and take off this. Whoops. Take off this. Oh dear, I gotta take the belts off, don't I? What am I? Fan gotta come back off? I guess so. And this belt's gotta come off. And, this belt's gotta come off, and then I should be able to get to it, I think, now. Yeah. Power steering pump. Power steering pump for a V8. Power. Right here. I'll go ahead and buy a handful of those. And alright, that's fixed now. Okay. We got a few rocker arms that's still bad. Let's look and see which ones. Not these two. We got that fixed. Serpentine belt A's got to go back on and B's got to go back on. We already know that. Oh, I guess I have to replace those back ones too. Yeah. I do. Well, why does it say the front ones need replaced? I've replaced the front ones already. That doesn't make sense. Alright, well, let's go ahead and replace these rockers. Luckily, it won't be a big issue. I mean, we can just kind of get to them from right here. So this one, and which one else? This one over here. Alright. Go and put new ones in. New one here. And new one here. And then put the cover back on. Alright, let's get these belts back on. Where we at here? Let me get out of this view. I can't see what I'm doing from that side view. Still can't hardly. Alright, why can I not get to this belt? What am I missing here? I guess I gotta do that first. It's the blue thing's kind of throwing me off. Alright, let's get that on there. And the fan back on. And we have to buy and replace those tires in the back. Alright, we'll go ahead and get the car back up off the ground here. And pull them off. And then this should be it. We'll have to put oil in it as well. I can't forget that. There we go. No? There it goes. Okay. Get this other one off of here. Like, these looked like they were in good shape, but I guess they're not. It's not in good enough shape anyway. Separate the parts. Let's go ahead, while they're separating, we'll go ahead and buy 2 new rims. Rim bowling. Where is it? Rim bowling. Wasn't that it? No? Okay. Let's look. We can see it here. Bowen. Rim Bowen. Rim Bowen. Have I mentioned I can't type to save my life either? I still spelled it wrong after I even looked at it. It's been a long day, guys. Come on, give me credit. Alright, so let's go inventory. Rims. Where's it at? Rim Bowen 15 ET0. Okay, Rim Bowen, there it is. 15 ET0. Need 2 of them. And then the tires. What were the tires? Vintage tire wall A 205 9015. Alright, vintage tire wall A 205 9015. Vintage tire wall A 205 9015. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and get these mounted real fast. Mounted and balanced. And that should be about it. I hope. This episode's went up quite long. I didn't expect to go into the hour in length. Let's go ahead and get you in here. Go ahead and get you started balanced. And we'll go ahead and... Actually, we can't install one because we don't have one to install quite yet. We can go ahead and lower this down and get some oil put in it while we're waiting. So we'll go ahead and wait for this to get done, then we'll go ahead and install one and let this other one balance. There we go. Nice. Put you on here and let you balance out. And install you. Alright, cool. Beautiful. Put some oil in it. No oil pan. Oh dear. We gotta put the... I hadn't bolted up any of this stuff on the bottom end yet. I completely forgot about that. Wow. Yeah, that's not gonna work out too good, is it? I guess I guess I should go do that. I don't think any of the parts are bad, so it shouldn't take long, I don't think. Let's see, let's go ahead and get up under here and do this real fast. Rod caps. We'll put new ones in here. Why not? I don't feel like messing around trying to find the old ones. And camshaft bearings, which they're okay as well. I mean, there's nothing wrong with any of them. These things don't cost hardly anything, so there's no point in not putting new ones in, really. I'd hate to put the old parts back in. If I was fixing my own car, I wouldn't put old ones back in after tearing all this stuff apart. Alright, one more crankshaft bearing. There we go. That was a weird sound coming from my phone. And one old one. That's fine. No big deal. And oil pan. Okay. Good. I think we're ready to put oil in it and ready to let it go. Let's check our list real fast. We're still missing something. Fuel pump. Right. Okay. Real quick, put a fuel pump in it. Can we get to it from here? I think we can. Hopefully we have one in stock. We should. We do. Good. One more. Okay, good. Fuel pump's in it. Okay, let's lower it, put some oil in that thing, and I think we'll be good to go. Whoops, nope, not like that. There we go. Alright. Okay. I think it's ready, guys. Let's see. Let's check everything. Do a quick once over, change the oil, all that good stuff. Yep. Alright. Dang it, what am I doing here? Alright, let me take a quick snapshot of this thing. Alright. Good deal. Alright, let's turn it loose. Get it back to its owner. Finish order. We got a nice little chunk of change there. There is a clip B missing from the car. Okay, I know where that's at. I know exactly where that's at. We didn't put the clips back on the distributor. So that's not an issue. There we go. Alright, now can we get rid of it? There we go. Nice. And a nice little chunk of XP there as well. 23 XP. So we're right there on the verge of getting to the next level. I don't think we have enough XP to actually do anything right now. No, we don't have any upgrades, any available skill points at all. So, but we'll have one in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to end it real fast here because we're already over the hour mark. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like. And we will see you next time where we'll tackle another one. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.